Sup nerds, today's thumbnail was drawn by Juno, really talented artist who likes TF2 and Like a Dragon stuff, so literally the perfect person to draw this thumbnail. The link to all their socials will be down in the description.
A game of chess is like a sword fight. You must think first, before you move.
So, the Half-Zatoichi. Probably my favorite sword for Demo Night. Besides being a katana, which is my third favorite way to kill another human being, it swaps the Islanders' long-term snowballing strategy for instant gratification. No, I'm not addicted to games. When you get your health back on kill, you can now make the conscious choice on whether to try and continue your mayhem, or use that health as a good way to retreat. I love me some on-the-fly decision-making. That's what makes a weapon really, really good. Sure, the one-shot mechanic is technically really dumb because all forms of one-shots are really dumb and stupid. But it's kind of funny. So yeah, just overall very simple yet effective weapon for the demo. What the fuck is
that? Checkmate, Stalingrad.
So, how the hell did this happen? Well, the year is 2011, and this special thing called the Shogun pack drops for some fucking dumb game that Valve just collabed with for some reason. And it adds one mid-fan for Scout, one cool backpack for Soldier, one incredibly annoying knife, and a cool sword. For Demo Man and Soldier.
Hello again.
Why is it for Soldier? He can't use it anywhere near as effective as Demo. So, I guess it was only added for thematic purposes, with Demo and Soldier being the best mixed-race friendship ever since those two little niggas from Captain Underpants. Even the name, it goes into the joke, because, Half-Zatoichi is actually a clever play on the famous blind swordsman, Wikipedia, famous blind swordsman of the same name. And the half coming from the half-life. The fact that Demo Man is blind in one eye and Soldier's helmet covers his eyes half the time. Haha, I love explaining fun facts everybody already knows. Okay, enough about the why. Let's try and explain the how. How to use the sword for Soldier. As stated, it's kind of hard to use this thing on Soldier because unlike Demo Knight, who has an on-demand way to get into enemies' business with a shield charge, a Soldier has to either A, get really lucky and pray that somebody gets close enough to you, so you whip this thing out and they just stay in melee range for however many hits it takes for you to kill them, or B, use a rocket that damages you to close the gap and pray that you can get the amount of hits you need to properly kill them. Of course, you could try and damage them with the rocket on the way down, but unless you donk them in the head with your rocket, you may end up blasting them backwards, which is, let me just check my notes here, let me just, oh yeah, that's pretty fucking bad. It may seem like I'm painting that in a bad light, but nah, man, it's fine. Getting 100 health, give or take, unless you use certain things, I talk about that later, don't comment about it, I'll kill you. Back is really cool, and smaller engagements, because in a huge team fight, 100 damage can literally happen to you in a frame in TF2, but in smaller tier fights, it's pretty useful. Also, this increases Soldier's melee range, and if you don't count the disciplinary actions being bugged and stuff, it increases the melee range, which is just, that's all. I mean, that's a positive, but genuinely, that never feels like it matters unless you're on the receiving end of it. It feels like I've been sniped with Demo Knight swords, but then the moment I need that melee reach to come in, it's just like, no. And since the stock shovel is so bad, you do just sort of gain more. Having that last resort health gain is better than the literal nothing, besides random crits, that the shovel gets you. Or the pan, or the ham, or whichever one you fucking use, you weirdo. Okay, weapon combos. The most popular one that I see get ran with this all the time is the Filthy Leech set, consisting of the Black Box, Conchurer, and the Zatoichi. You become a never-ending cascade of health and health accessories. But I'd be lying if I said the Half-Zatoichi wasn't really carrying its weight over here. It peaks in the small niche of instantly filling up your banner when you kill another Half-Zatoichi user, so that's neat. Honorable mention in this loadout specifically to the battalion's backup because, hey, you get slightly more health on kill now with the Half-Zatoichi because of the health buff. So instead of 100, you get 110 health, which is not a lot, but it's cool. It's cool. It's better than the equalizer. But that's like saying not pissing your pants is better than pissing your pants. Honestly, just use this thing with whatever you want. You don't really lose anything. And to be super honest, the biggest thing is the surprise factor when you whip this thing out in front of people and they just goes, oh, this soldier's cooked. And you just pull it out and hit that nigga with a phase 1 Ryuji Goto sword combo. All in all, the sword's still good. Sword funny to use as a screaming American nigga. This video got me thinking though, imagine if Soldier just like started stealing other classes' melee weapons more often just because he got bored. Like, just imagine Soldier with the Solemn Vow or the Sean who has summoned me. Shaquille O'Neal?